the best guys in the business, Coach Mick. So it's been tough, but it's also been fun, and I'm happy that I picked Ohio State.
What sold you on Ohio State? Why was it here that you choose?
What sold me was the plan they had set out for me after football. I mean, not a lot of schools go into that much detail with the life after football stuff. So when Coach Meyer told me about the real life program that he's implemented into the football program, I mean, that just really sold me as well as my family.
Hey, Jeff, how long were you actually committed to Ohio State?
January 7th, Army All-American game.
A lot of people just basically put you in this class for a pretty long time, even before that. What was your relationship like with Ohio State? Why were you so close with them? And how was Ohio State able to pull a kid from Texas who's a top 10 player in the country so seemingly easily?
They were pretty close to my family. They did a really good job recruiting everyone around me, so that kind of made my decision just more comfortable. And I knew in my head that I wanted to come compete with the best players in the country. I know that iron sharpens iron, so from the start, that always caught my eye.
Hey, Jeff, every single year people talk about on this day how a freshman can come in and start immediately. And I don't think one has ever come in and started from day one for Irving. But you come in with 6 other DBs in a situation where there's 3 defensive backs who left. Do you feel as an early enrollee and your natural talent that you are in the mix to potentially be a starter here from day one?
That's my intentions. I know it's spots open, so it's just all out competition. I know the best 2 corners will get on that field. And so it's just whatever I make of it, and I'm just going to try to take the opportunity and run with it.
Is it crazy to be in a situation where there's 2 spots open at your place immediately? That's not very often in a place like Ohio State.
Definitely. I feel like, that just means that it's time to go to work.
What specifically are you doing to try to become someone that's in one of those 2 spots come out of spring practice?
I'm trying to get here 7 days a week, just trying to work. I know that I don't have too much to do here. I don't know too many people around here, so I just try to come here and get as much extra work in as I can. Work with Coach Combs. I'm going to start watching a lot of film, and right now I'm just trying to get my technique down, learn the defense.
You're a big corner. A lot of people have said maybe he'll be a safety, but I know you want to play corner. Can you speak a little bit more about that?
Oh, I know a lot of big corners have a lot of success. Just looking at the NFL, Richard Sherman, Aqib Talib, those are some big corners, and they're also regarded as the best corners in the NFL. So, I really don't think the height matters.
How much did watching that last draft class Ohio State put in the draft guys like Eli influence your decision to come to Ohio State?
It influenced my decision because those corners had the same kind of mold as me. It was that 6-foot frame, 190 to 197 weight. So when you just look at all that, those guys have the same mold, so they have the plan to get me to where I want to be.
Jeffrey, the storyline, if you just look at the class as a whole, is Texas. How many guys were pulled from Texas, including yourself? Fancy guess as to why Ohio State did so well in your home state.
I think that the coaches that they had come out and to recruit us, they did a pretty good job of. They might have got a little bit lucky because we were all pretty close before. So just when they got one of us, I would go tell Barron, oh, did you hear this or did you hear that? And he would say, yeah. We just kind of connect like that. And so it made it pretty easy to be able for us to both be comfortable with going so far from home.
Jeffrey, so what are you hearing out of Episcopal High School in Bel Air today? What are you hearing out of there?
I'm not hearing too much, but I talked to Marvin last night, and he doesn't know what he wants to do yet. But we're just hoping for the best.
Jeff, what's your prediction?
My prediction is Ohio State. I want to be a Buckeye, and I think if we can get someone from Fort Worth, someone from Dallas, the Austin area, and then Houston, Ohio State took over Texas.
Yeah, you talk about how you Texas guys are pretty close-knit, and he made a joke from the Army game that he had to go shut his hotel room door because you guys are all over him. How do you feel he was in terms of being receptive to your recruiting pitches, and how important is it to have a guy like you and Barron help Ohio State try to get another 5-star kid from that state?
Oh, we're like his brother, so we're in his ear all the time, but we don't try to force it onto him because that wouldn't be cool. Just because we know how it feels like formerly being a recruit. That sometimes people get in your ear kind of pushes you away from that decision. So we kind of try to feed it to him little by little, but we're still feeding it to him at the end of the day. So he's hearing it. So now it's up to him to make the best.
But he needs to be fed a lot. He's 370 pounds.
Oh, he's a big guy, so.
Jeffrey, did the coaching change at Texas influence your decision?
Not really.
Have any impact at all?
But since I knew I was going to be an early enrollee, so when all the dust settled, it was already late December. So I mean, it was already just far too late.
What marquee guys in a class of marquee guys? What's it like just to be in a class like this that's regarded, 1, 2 in the country, depending on where?
I think it's just a blessing to be just considered by Ohio State one of the top recruits on their board. So I mean, I don't want to let anyone down. I want to come in and just work and live up to that class hype.
Do you guys already feel the expectations, Jeffrey?
We've only been there for a month, so we haven't gotten a chance to just feel the expectations, but we know what the expectations are. And
what are they? What are those expectations?
I mean, with a class like the one that we brought in, it's the highest expectation. That's winning the national championship.
What kind of benefit have you felt from being here already? You said you've been here for a month, enrolled early. What kind of benefit have you seen just from a personal standpoint, getting to know your teammates and all that kind of stuff, and getting to understand how things work?
Getting a chance to just form relationships with some of the older guys. I mean, me and Taquan have been hanging out a lot. I kind of take a little brother role with him, and so I mean, just coming in here as far as building up relationships, I'm also getting stronger, faster. And so by the time June comes around, I'll already have 6 months in the Ohio State program, and I think that'll be a big help for the fall.
You knew it was going to be tough working with Coach Mick and under Coach Mick. Has it been even tougher than what you expected, or has it been pretty much what you expected, Jeff?
Just since I've been a recruit, I knew that going to college is going to be different than high school. So I came in open-minded. I didn't think that it was going to be this hard or this easy. I just came in ready to work from day one.
Jeffrey, what was the biggest thrill? The thrill of the moment of this coming to pass, just through the whole process. When it was like the joy, the jubilation of this, achieving this.
I think when I announced my decision at the Army All-American game, I mean, that was probably one of the best days of my life. I feel like I accomplished a lot that day, and it just closed the chapter of high school recruiting, and then it started the chapter of making a name for myself in college football.
You kind of floated your own cloud nine. I mean,
yes, sir. And then it was a short little flow because I was in Columbus the next day to get it started on a college football career.
A lot of people have compared this class to the 2013 class. When you think players like Joey Bosa, Ezekiel Elliott, Garyon Conley, and Eli Apple, when you guys are a part of being compared to a class like that, just your thoughts on that? I know there's a lot to play.
Me, Barron, and Tate are roommates, and we always just talk about ready to work. We don't really expect anything to be handed out to us. So we know what the expectations are. We know the bar has been set high, and we're ready to work for it. I mean, everything we want to get it. Want to work for it. No handouts. That's our kind of a little motto.
Is that something that when you came to Ohio State you already knew, or did the coaching staff kind of tell you that you guys are so highly rated as a class, but the class before you had to work?
One thing I liked about Ohio State's coaching staff was honesty. I mean, they knew what kind of players we were, and they knew that we knew what kind of players we were, but they never said anything like, we'll give you a spot or anything like that. They knew that we knew that we'd have to come in and work for it from day one, or it's just not ours.
Barron played the joke on Coach Meyer, saying that he had committed to Bama, and Coach Meyer threw his phone and everything. And I've never heard of anything like that. That takes a lot of guts. Did you get a kick out of Barron doing that?
Barron's a comedy dude, so he busts Coach Meyer around a little bit, and I mean, Coach Meyer, he takes it as a joke. I mean, he knows how Barron is. I mean, sometimes recruiting being so serious, it's kind of cool to have those nice little kind-hearted moments.